So here we are at Module 5, the Rhetorical Critique. In this module, you'll be drafting and submitting one of your more substantial essays for the entire course. The Rhetorical Critique is a cumulative assessment that's based on the modules we've covered up to this point. In order to write this essay, you will need to apply knowledge of rhetorical devices, critical thinking, and rhetorical questioning, all of which we've been talking about for 4 weeks now. This module contains a few samples of rhetorical analyses that I encourage you to use as guidance in your writing. What the assessment ultimately will ask you to do is to show that you know how to ask objective questions, or questions rhetorical readers ask, as you read, and organize your thoughts about whether or not the author communicated their argument or their claims successfully. Remember that a rhetorical critique is not a criticism. It is an objective evaluation of whether or not a writer argued well. If they were successful, it is probably because their purpose for writing, their target audience, and their rhetorical techniques were all in line. If they were unsuccessful, it is because their audience or their purpose were maybe hard to identify, or because they failed to use rhetorical devices correctly. And you will have to explain and give examples to illustrate such claims. Maybe an author's argument was weak in some points and strong in others, and ultimately the message did come across successfully, or it did come across unsuccessfully or unclear. Alternatively, an author's argument may have been weak in some points, but was mostly very strong and effective because of their strong use of facts and research to ground their claim. Definitely use the examples I provided for you in the content section, and be sure to really spend time thinking about and drafting your essay before submitting a final version. I'm looking forward to reading your work.